Hello and welcome to Stage 6 of Hybrid Highway, where we are at Hockenheimring. Now, this first one is a time trial, sort of. So first things first, we need to test the limits. It says no off track. I don't believe it, do you? Let's check it out. No off track yet. It's actually about 1.5 seconds of off track. Now, there's something else we're gonna do. We're gonna freeze this for a sec. My speed's 118. Watch this. I didn't cross the start-finish line yet. The timer didn't start. That speed was very slow. We need way more speed than that as we head to the start-finish line. Now let's go off on the drag strip because none of this is off track, and I can park here for a bit and let everyone pass me. So we're running 4 times regular speed for a bit so I don't bore you. I'm gonna let Zoe get quite a start before I start my run. And I showed you 2 hands. One was showing the reference point so you can see exactly where I am freezing this. I will freeze this at the same point even though I'm a little to the left. Check this out, 109 kilometers an hour faster than before. Now, let's take advantage of the off track. Check this out. There's track right there. I was only off track for maybe 0.2 of a second. And now I just need to kind of watch my braking points. Treat this like your typical hypercar without great brakes. And kind of go with those braking points and you'll be okay, although maybe a little bit worse than that. There's a little side road you'll see. I'm braking right there, just after that side road, just a pinch after it. And this is pretty tricky. This is tough for me. The next braking point, man, I feel like I'm on the brakes really early. I was going to start experimenting with some drifting techniques, but I did manage to get this dialed in eventually. I did skid a little bit there. Here, very short braking point. If you've got assists on, it's making you brake twice right there. Here as well, you brake right when the first wall on the left is ending. Oh, a little more drifting there, yikers. Yeah, I'm pushing the limits. Oh, I was braking too early there. I'm feathering the throttle, trying to get back to it without going off track. And then here, right around here, you can go off track. Even though that's really not off track. You can do that during normal time trials. And check it out. I finished with over a second left. So maybe I didn't need that off track, but I failed this maybe 5, 6, 8 times. So I didn't want to fail it anymore. Okay, on to race number 2. This one, gosh, this one's hard. This one's really hard. A strategy I've used in the past is to skid a lot to build up your tire heat. You will nowhere near build up enough heat. So you gotta drive it. Corner 1, drive it in deep. Brake late and get through this because the one car is gonna come over and close the door. You gotta get through it before the door closes. You wanna get as far ahead as you can, as quick as you can. So, yeah. And I might muscle him out of my way. I gotta be careful, you're not supposed to get damaged. Right as he was going across my nose, I got off the throttle. That way I didn't have my windshield break and fail. So, oh, this gets touchy. See, I think I only had to be, was it 16th place? Yes, I only need to be in 16th place. However, I don't want to mess around with this. I'm going to take a look in the rearview mirror here in a sec just to see what I'm looking at. They're in a tight group. I really don't want to mess around. If I let one by me, all 3 might get by me and I'll fail again. I failed this stage quite a few times, honestly. It's really tricky. This car, I mean, I'm in Canada. I'm used to driving on ice. And it's like, this is like driving on ice with bald tires. It's bad. It's pretty bad. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to mess around very much with this. Usually I would only finish exactly what I have to do. I don't want to fail this again. This is very difficult. So, we'll just see what happens here. I'm going to try to take this nicely. And, uh-oh, he's right beside. I guess I could have let him pass me. Ah, well, this is what I did. I'm going to let them catch up a bit, throw it sideways, just a skosh, not much. And there we go. 2 a little bit difficult stages. All right, here we are, race 3 of stage 6. This one is also difficult. Everything in this stage is pretty challenging. So this particular stage, I'm testing the off track. Again, at least a full second, so we got to keep that in mind in case we need it. So this one now we got to be muscling ahead a little bit, and I probably will make some use of that off track because the competition here is really fast. Bear in mind, I'm substantially under the recommended PR, so the bots we're driving against are pretty fast. And in the prior stage, there were some of the newer Acuras. Man, those things had amazing brakes. Those guys could catch up fast. So I will use this little off-track section again and blast past him. And I need one more place, right? I need to get up into 14th, so I gotta be careful not to drive this in too deep. That's pretty good. Now, brake assist would make you brake at that last corner. You don't need to brake there ever. It's reasons like that that I eventually switched to no assists about 5-6 years ago now, because there's all these braking points that you don't need to take. And even if you use brake assist low, it's making you take them. Like, you're losing a couple of seconds at Hockenheimring because of those extra braking points. Now, I'm right on this guy's bumper. Is he gonna brake at this corner? I think he will. He does, but oh, we're tangled up. You gotta be careful. Oh boy. Oh, front damage. I'm shocked I didn't fail right there. And then look at that heavy braking he just did. So, I'm gonna get next to him. Oh, I'm just gonna wreck him. Again, I let off the throttle right as I was turning him. Now, hey, all bets are off. All rules are out the window when you're trying to win an event like this under recommended PR. This is all about me trying to find strategies to save currency and to save you guys currency. So to do that trick, you have to have, usually you have to have tilt B controls. And oh gosh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I almost came to a full stop. Oh well, I thought I'd let them catch up a little bit. What do they have for us next? Here is the last race of Stage 6, and it's an average speed requirement. Those can get very tough. And we also have to reach a certain place. So now we're starting here very slow, so I can drive it in a lot deeper, and I want to get on the tail of the Jaguar, but he really overbrakes. Also, he's a backstage bot, so I'm going to catch a little bit of draft, but he heavily brakes here. I found that out from multiple failures. And then I will take advantage of the drag strip a little bit to widen that corner to try to carry some extra speed. Now, a little bit of off track is allowed here as well. As you can see, I'll blast through this. Because of that, I've got to brake a little bit before the overhead banner. Usually I would brake right at the banner. Okay, so I'm in 11th place, which is the requirement, and oh no, I'm skidding heavily. That's gonna reel that guy in. I'm not gonna take the outside line like I was. I'd rather take the outside line to have more time to build average speed. Look at this, he's catching up on me so fast. Okay, if they hit your back end enough, you fail. It's extremely frustrating. Okay, well, I managed to hold him off, so I'm gonna make him push me. Oh my gosh, is he ever on my tail? Watch this though. He brakes for that corner. Don't need to do that, but that's what happens. And then I drove it in deep on purpose, and then he's gonna brake right here, and I'm gonna just do a tiny little bit. And look at that, I've already got a nice hefty lead. Now, I just need to keep the flow going and not do anything too incredibly stupid. I shouldn't say stupid. I should say I gotta make sure I don't blow the braking points or go sliding off track. Very easy to do in this slippery car. There's been some joking in the comments that I found quite funny. People are saying, of course this thing has no downforce, it's missing a wing. That's quite true, but unfortunately, whenever we do get the wing added to this thing, it won't make a difference. I really wish it would. I'm sure they're gonna fix that as soon as they can. Like, this is a licensed product, and I'm pretty sure Lamborghini isn't very impressed that this amazing car is missing a part. Now, here we are. I've caught up to Ahmed with maybe the exact same car. And so, wonderful drafting partner then. Now, he doesn't get off the corners very well. Just watch this hairpin. So I want to get back on the throttle. I held back a little bit. And you'll see that he doesn't get back to the throttle very nicely. Now, I still have a nice lead. I'm really comfortably in the pocket here. And look at him over-braking this. Like, yikes, I don't want to hit him. Now, I know he's going to over-brake this corner, so I do a little bit. Okay, I'm going to be careful here. The only reason why I'm getting right up behind him is because I'm nervous about meeting my average speed requirement. I don't want to hit him, but I also don't want to lose him because he can give me a nice tow. This is looking pretty good. Okay, awesome. Oh boy. Now, if you're not careful, you do end up off track, getting on and off the drag strip section. There we go, guys. Awesome. I didn't have to add any upgrades. I still have only 6 upgrades. I'll prove it to you in just a few seconds. I'll speed this up a little bit, but I won't edit it out so you can see. Service my car and check it out. I am missing the suspension upgrade. Well, thank you for joining me today. Please like, please subscribe, check out this link, and here's the playlist if you wanted to see some of the other days. Bye-bye now.